Just speaking to Ben, how do you feel about getting him in this window?
Really happy. Gives us good options. He's got a great pedigree, the boy. Manchester United as a youngster. Saying as a youngster, he's still only 20, but and then going to Burnley, and he's such a nice boy. Very articulate when it comes to the football. Wants to learn as well, and once he gets himself fitter, because he is a fit lad naturally. Yeah, I'm hoping he'll do really well for us. But no, I'm really pleased to get him in the door and really fitted in well with the squad. And in fact, he's got a wee bromance going with Jay Henderson already. So he's been excellent. He's been an excellent addition. Really has.
Considering your current injury situation as well just now, how do you see him fitting into the team and the squad?
We keep saying that every week, don't we? It's true to an extent. We're getting a few back now, which is nice. But there's, the ones that are coming back, remember, they're long term, so they've got a bit of fitness to get. So it might be a good month before you've really got them tip top and up to speed. So yeah, they're coming back. It's great we've got them back, but we have to get them on the training ground and work on them as well. So that's why Ben is at a very important time, has been a really good addition. So looking forward to seeing him playing more, and it's up to him to get his place in the team and keep it.
Do you see yourself making any more kind of activities this window as well, between now and the end of the window?
We're always looking, but as I said last week, we've got to be shrewd. So we'll see what happens, but you're always looking to see if you can catch a wee gem here and there, and that's what it'll be. We'll not be going wholesale. We've not got the finance at this club to go and do that, but we'll be shrewd in our business.
It's been said before that the January transfer window is a bit more of a difficult one for getting players in compared to the summer one. Is that the case this year as well? Is it difficult to? Yeah, but you can still get good ones. A few of them that came last year really helped change it for us. When you look back to Logan Chalmers and Ozzie Samuels, so they were brilliant. So you can do good business in it, but as long as you're not having to go wholesale, because I think if you're going wholesale, you're getting desperate, because you're looking for any angle to change what's wrong. So if it's nice to add quality and just try and get your squad even more quality, that's what I'm looking for. Good stuff. Just on the game then, how are you feeling about coming up against Queen's Park here again?
Really looking forward to it. I think it was a brilliant 0-0, as I said. Really enjoyed the game. You were never comfortable because it was chances at both ends. So again, hopefully it'll be a brilliant game, and hopefully we can get through in the tie. That's the main objective. I've got to say, after the game, I was really complimentary about Owen Coyle's team. I thought after the game, when I listened to Owen Coyle's comments, I thought he was really disrespectful, to be quite honest. So disrespectful to my team, saying that we played on the counter-attack, we had men behind the ball all the time. I've watched the game back, and I didn't have to watch it back, but I watched it back, and I was upset with his comments and disgusted. I was, because I understand that we see our own team at times, but I thought he was totally disrespectful to us. I really did, because I thought we mixed our game up well. We didn't put men behind the ball. They forced us back on a couple of occasions at the end of the first half and a wee bit towards the end of the game. But that's down to him having a good team, which I said, and that's why they are where they are. And I thought we really mixed up. We pressed high. We got the ball back. We had great opportunities. You said we only had one opportunity that you could remember. Callum Ferry, I could tell him 4 or 5. And I thought we built from the back at times as well. I watched it and I thought really good play. And there was times they pinned us back and we had to counter-attack because they're pressing, so that's fine. But anyway, no surprised, but not happy with some of Owen's comments, I've got to say.
Will you be kind of talking about that with him when he comes up on Saturday?
Well, I know Owen well. He was my coach at Dundee United. I'm just like, listen, I get it, we see our own team at times, but I think so disrespectful is the two words I would use, because it was. Because after watching that game and seeing that I'm fair and looking at his team and giving them credit, and rightly so, because they are a good team, I thought it was so disrespectful to us as a group and individually as well, talking about Billy Mackay, saying he's a good striker at this level. What does that mean? He's poor at Premier League level? I don't know. Sometimes you've got to think before you speak.
Do you think that'll add something to this game on Saturday then?
I don't know. I don't really care. I'm focused on my own team now. I'm just telling you I wasn't happy with what he said, and that's where I am. We'll look after our own team and we'll see what happens. But it's I'm looking forward to the cup tie. I said that last week after the game because it was a brilliant 0-0 and it's two good teams.
Just finally on the cup then, how much, considering this club's history with the Scottish Cup, would a good run in it? I mean,
yeah, it's nice, of course. It's not an end game, but everybody who goes into the Scottish Cup wants a good cup run, and we're a team capable that we could if we get through the tie. But it's such a hard ask because they are a right good team and are sitting top league because they play a really good brand of football. So it's going to be tough, but it's a game I'm really looking forward to. But we would like a wee cup run, yeah.
That's grand. I'll let people jump in. So thanks.
Just speaking about Owen Codd's comments, you've got to fire your players up. Have they heard what you said?
I don't think we'll have to. Well,
no.
I don't think we'll have to. I would like to think it would, but I just want. I know what I like. I like a bit of fairness in the game. I don't usually delve into other people, but I was Saturday night when I heard it and I watched his interview. I just thought, wow, how can you say that after watching that? And I could show him so many chances, but I had unbelievable chances. Listen, I've said my piece on it. I'm looking forward to a really good cup tie. We'll see what Owen says, but he was wrong. As simple as that. He was wrong to say what he said, and he wasn't fair. Whereas I was fair about his team. But let's put that to bed now and we move on to the cup tie because it's a really good game to look forward to, I think.
And financially, the Scottish Cup could be quite important to Caledonian Thistle as well. You know, going on a cup run, especially quarter-final, semi-final stage. Could be
great. It would be great, and I think every team like ourselves would like a cup run. Be caught between a rock and a hard place because you would like to get maybe drawing one at Old Firm for financial reasons as well. So that's always a nice tie. Or one of the bigger teams to get a crowd would be great. But first and foremost, we want a wee run because it's a nice round to get into. We've got a tie that's winnable, but Queen's Park will be thinking the same, and then you see what you get in the next round. But we just want to be in the hat and see where it takes us.
And your own experiences of the Scottish Cup, is it a competition?
Oh, good and bad.
Good and bad.
Oh, I'll give you Stenhousemuir. Big Jordan McGeechy, about 40-year-old, marked me out the game, had a cigar out at a quagmire pitch, beating Aberdeen 2-0. And then I'll give you one in the Scottish Cup with Rangers. So there's your highs and your lows right there. So some horrendous ones and some really good ones, special ones.
And you've got some players that have been to Hampden previously. Have they been encouraging the younger players about their experiences and trying to inspire them for a good cup?
I don't. Do you know what? I don't like getting in the dressing room too much, just on a Saturday, and I like to mix with the boys. But no keep on getting in the dressing room. That's a solace. That's a place. So I don't really hear what they're saying to one another. Yeah, there might be a few tales, but. But I think when you get into the football department of this club, you see right along the corridor it's when they won the Scottish Cup, and you can see when you win trophies and you get to stages like that, what it can do to a group of players. And we've already got a good team spirit. I've said that to you, but that's special days. You don't get them very much. And I think they only have to, instead of maybe speaking well, they only have to look at the walls here to see what can be done.
If you didn't watch the game last week and you've seen the stats, you'd be amazed if it was 0-0, wouldn't you? I mean, that must be pleasing the amount of chances that we created last week.
Yeah, and I mean, right for the start, Jay had a 1-on-1 through in the goalie. If he'd maybe take a touch round or lobbed him. Aaron Donnan had a couple of great chances, maybe coming round the goalie and hit 1 inches past the post. Billy with his header. Billy in the second half threw 1-on-1 as well, maybe could have gone across, but he looks so sharp now, Billy. I'm really pleased with him. And and then even at the end we had opportunities, we'd hit the right pass, we were through 1-1, but we decided to shoot. Great chances. That was another thing. I mean, with the possession, totally dominate possession, Queen's Park. No, they didn't. 54-46, so not much in it at all. It was a really good game, an enjoyable game, and being honest, draw was a fair result with both teams having excellent chances. I think that's the only way you could put that game, but Owen chose to word it differently.
I don't think so, but do you expect Queens to make any changes next week? I mean, I know certain teams will be the rest players of the Cup, but are you expecting the same 11? Or
yeah, I think after seeing the way they went about Wraith in the Trust Trophy, and they made 9 changes, I knew as soon as I got their team they'd put them all back in, and if there's no injuries I expect the exact same. They've been lucky with injuries, which is great, whereas we, long saga has been unlucky. So, but you can see how evenly matched the teams are just by going on that game. So it's a really good cup tie. I'm really looking forward to it.
And also Ben coming in, I think he's going to have a hard time getting into that midfield. I mean, I've been impressed with Lewis Hyde the last couple of weeks, so it's going to be a tough task getting a starting jersey, isn't it? Well,
then you've got Ben coming in as well, and you've got the ones coming back, which are great. But as I said, Stevie, it's not just about saying, oh, brilliant, they're back fit and their bodies are no sore. Then you've got to get them training again, because it's like it's going to be like a mini pre-season for a few of them just to get them up to speed, and then you need games. So the long term are not just back in January or the end of January or start of February, they're also needing a couple of weeks work. So that's why these boys are, it's good to have Lewis Hyde playing well, and he did do well, and it's good to have Ben in as well to just make sure there's that real healthy competition for places, which I've said to you all along.
The bench is looking a wee bit tighter, obviously, with Nathan Shaw coming back last week. Are you expecting any additions this week to the squad, or is it the same as?
There's a few maybe can go on the bench, which will be great news, but there's a few cup tied as well, as you know. The Highland League boys are cup tied, and Lewis Nicholson's cup tied Welgan, so he's going to miss out in this game, which was a shame, because he's been scoring, and then look, a threat, he could have nicked it right to the end. There's another chance, wasn't a great chance, but it was a strike, it fell to us at the edge of the box. It was a brilliant game of football, the league game, really was, really enjoyable. So bring it on again, that's what I say, that'll be my message.
Well, I definitely know, I've seen, and then lastly, I suppose, everyone likes the cup, but is it probably came at the wrong time? Would you prefer a league game this weekend at the back of 3 good performances, or are you happy to?
No, I'm happy if I go in the cup, because if I don't get a go in the cup, we'll have been out and still going to beat us. So I'm delighted getting in the cup. We went out early last year against Morton after the replay, and we'll get beaten penalties. It's always nice to get a cup run, especially for this club, when there could be a financial reward if you get the right teams, or there could be a good cup run. That's what we're looking for.
Perfect, good luck, Saturday.
Cheers, Stevie.
Hi Billy, yeah, you've answered pretty much everything. Just a quick one from me. Owen Coyle did say after the game that whoever wins Saturday's tie, really, any other club left in the tournament wouldn't fancy you, because you're 2 good teams, so there's a big prize there for the winner of Saturday's tie, isn't it?
Yeah, we're good teams, and especially we get a home tie against most, I think we're capable of getting to another round or 2, so that's what we're looking for, and that's why Owen has said what he said, and I can understand why he said that. It's probably the only thing I understand what he said, but anyway, we're capable of being a good team on a day and giving good teams a real run for their money, but we've got to realise that our bread and butter, usual old quotes, is the league, and it's about getting back in it. And yeah, it's a great game to play in. Hopefully we get through, can get in the hat, and then it's on to the 8th of next week.
And you mentioned the game being at home. I think your 6 Scottish Cup games unbeaten at Inverness as well, so that's another record to protect.
Yeah, but we did go out last year in the penalties, even though we drew with Morton, it wasn't a great result, as you know. And I don't want that. I don't want that feeling again. I want us to get as far as we can. We've got a home tie against Queen's Park, who are top of the league, and it's a game we can win. That's the way we're looking at it, but they're looking at it the same. But I would love to get through in the cup and see what it brings. I'm intrigued to see what it brings if we get through.
Great. Best of luck, Billy. Thank you.
Cheers.